We welcome you to McAnally Center, home of the Greencastle Tiger Cubs for tonight's battle between the Tiger Cubs and the Rockville Rocks. I am Nathan Eubank alongside
Brooklyn Edgar.
And we are getting ready to start the second half of the junior varsity matchup. Score is currently 24-2. Tiger Cubs lead by 22, and we have about 40 seconds before we begin play. Starting on your junior varsity roster for the Tiger Cubs. Number 3, Madison Trout. Number 5, Delaney Stolte. Number 15, Sam Newcomber. Number 22, Tara Amos. Number 24, Rebecca Sampson. Number 25, Brianna Farad. Number 31, Sydney Seacrest. Number 33, Taylor Stolte. Number 35, Lauren Bridgewater. Number 41, Sydney Stuckwich. Number 44, Melody White. Number 50, Sydney Smiley. And number 55, Jessica Lenahan. Rockville now is taking the court. Tiger Cubs still in, talking things over with their coach. And it's time to start the second half. Girls varsity will follow tonight's junior varsity game. And right now, number 13 of Rockville prepares to inbound the ball. Number 13 is Rachel Overpeck, a sophomore at Rockville. Only bounce now. Number 4, Alexia Lear takes the ball down, hands it off to number 33. Number 33 looking for the open person, hits it up, stolen by a Stolte. Hit over to number 35, Bridgewater. Back to Bridgewater. Bridgewater hits it down low to Stolte. Stolte up, and then fouled. I'd like to point out that one of the officials tonight is Mark Miller, pastor at Greencastle Christian Church. And that is Taylor Stolte at the line, shooting
Her twin
two.
sister Delaney's also on the team.
Oh, yes, she is. She is on the bench currently. But a little bit earlier, they were both playing at the same time, and it was rather confusing.
I mean, I wonder if that confuses the opponents.
I hope it does. It gives us the advantage.
Nice little edge.
Sharp edge. Oh, it was a one-on-one opportunity. And that will be Rockville ball. Rockville ball.
That's a mouthful.
Not really. I just couldn't say it.
I was trying to help you out.
Thank you. And down the court, Rockville now. Finds number 21 open on the side. 21 guarded closely by Taylor Stolte. Stolte hits it to, Rockville now at the top of the key. Number 4, driving. Hits it back to 21. 21 now drives to the bucket, hands it off to 33, back to 4. Back out to 21. Rockville trying to get something going as they've only scored one basket tonight. And a missed 3 into the hands of Melody White, who fights for it down low. And that'll be jump ball. Greencastle. Stuckwich to inbound to Stolte. Stolte taking it down court, looking for the man, hits it back to Stuckwich. Stuckwich over to Bridgewater. Bridgewater drives, hands back to White. White with the shot. And rebounded by Rockville. And there'll be a foul over the back on the number 55, Lenahan. Oh, sorry, not over the back. Lear of Rockville takes the ball down the court. Finds 21, fumbles the ball. That'll be a double dribble on Rockville. Now Stuckwish for the inbounds. Stuckwish to Stolte now. Stolte taking it down. Hits. Oh, ball popped up by Rockville. Can't get the steal. Lenahan grabs it. Nice save by Lenahan. Hits it back out to the top to Stuckwish. Stuckwish back to Lenahan. Lenahan with the shot. Off the mark, rebounded. And put in by Stuckwish. And Lear will inbound to Overpeck. Rockville now trying to get their second score of the ball game. 3 aired. And an attempt to rebound winds out of bounds. Sydney Stuckwich now. Take it back into Stolte. Stolte taking it down the court. Finds Linehan down low for the nice layup. 28-2. Your score.
Lady Tigers are playing very well tonight, Nathan.
Yes, they are, and Rockville's giving it their best shot.
Well, you know, they're trying.
They are trying.
When you try your best, that's all that matters.
Oh, stolen by Stolte. Back to Bridgewater's. Oh, he gets fouled hard. Down low. Think Rockville's taking out some aggression here on the Tiger Cubs?
I think they might be, and I think Bridgewater's going to feel that in the morning.
Maybe. Bridgewater's will go to the line for 2. Unlike last time when I said it was 2, but it was really just a 1-on-1. I will get better as the night goes on. We'll put it that way. Well, let's hope. Let's hope I do. Let's hope. With 3:38 to go in the third quarter, Bridgewater's hits both 29-2.
And it's back to Rockville.
And in between the junior varsity and varsity game, we will hold a discussion about the Rockville Rocks and the meaning of their school name.
Absolutely.
Oh! Rockville hits their second shot of the night and makes the score 29-4. Lear now on a fast break opportunity for Rockville. Passes off to number 33. Off the mark.
Stolte has the ball.
Stolte now taking it down the court, looking for the open lady, not man, lady. And Bridgewater's back out to White. White finds Stuckwich. It's down to Linehan. Linehan up strong for the shot and gets it 31-4 now. Now, Brooklyn, would this be considered running up the score? Like, is this bad sportsmanship, or is this just a matter of, well, yeah, you know.
Well, I don't think it's bad sportsmanship. I mean, they have a chance.
Okay, and now the other Stolte enters into the game for Stolte. Look at that, sister coming in for sister.
It's Linda helping hand.
And also Amos and Smiley both come into the game for Stuckwich and White.
Give those ladies a break. They've been working really hard tonight. You know who's having a really great game tonight? Linehan.
Linehan is. She has been on fire from down low, making her presence known. And Rockville now, after having a little bit of a lineup argument among the players, they now have the ball, but it looks like...
Here comes Becca Sampson. We're 24 coming in for Bridgewater.
I tell you, bro, it is quiet in here.
It is.
We need to get some, spirit going.
Some excitement.
Yeah.
That's a fellow FBI member behind us. Paul Highhouse making some noise, getting excited about this game.
We're also joined by Nathan Grezik, who will be broadcasting the varsity game tonight with myself, Nathan Eubank. And we are, we're pumped for this, aren't we, Nathan? Yeah, he said yeah. He said yeah.
He's ready to get in on this action.
And now back to the game. That is Delaney Stolte with the ball, taking it down court. Hits it over to Amos. Amos to Sampson. Oh, to steal.
Rockville has the ball.
Oh, foul there. What appeared to be a stiff arm will end in a foul for Greencastle, and Rockville will take the ball inbounds. Here's Lear at point guard. Finds number 33,
and
Bullington.
It goes in.
Now Stolte takes it down the court, looking for the open lady, and finds
Smiley.
Smiley's got to get rid of the ball. Sampson with the no shot.
Back to
That was
Linehan.
Linehan. Nice hustle by Amos. Gets it back up to the top to Stolte now.
Sampson to
Oh.
Linehan. Back to Rockville.
Score is 31-8. Tiger Cubs lead. Stolte now protects the ball from Rockville, taking it up the court. That's it down low right there. Amos off the mark, rebounded by Rockville. Lear taking it down, dribbling the ball with skill. And, near trip by Linehan. And Lear finds number 33 of Rockville. That is Bullington, who finds number 13 back out to Lear. Lear back over to Bullington. Bullington for a long two, and it's good.
Bullington seems to be making some great shots for Rockville tonight, Nathan.
Yes, she had. Well, she's been making some of the only ones for Rockville tonight. 31-10 now the score. And 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Sampson finds Stolte. Stolte tries going down low,
But she
can't
sends
get
back
it.
to Sampson.
Linehan with the miracle shot does not go in, and we get ready to start the fourth quarter here in the JV girls game between Greencastle Tiger Cubs and the Rockville Rocks.
So, what have you thought of this game so far tonight, Nathan?
I think it's a bit of a blowout. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. It's been a blowout tonight. Score was at one time, what was it, 28-2?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and there's really no excuse for that. It's just, maybe Rockville has been having a bit of an off night, but maybe they can come back and get at least 20, 25 on the board. It seems that Bullington is on fire from the outside, and she might be able to pull her junior varsity team through, maybe. And Greencastle, with the assistance of Bridgewater's Stuckwish and Linehan, have been doing an excellent job tonight.
Yes, they have. I'm still in shock about the whole Stolte thing.
About the what?
About the whole Stolte thing. I mean, once they go in here together.
Once the two Stoltes are in there together, who knows?
I mean,
Who knows?
is twin telepathy? Is that, if that's a real thing? Is that
could
cheating?
be no, it's not cheating. That just is, you're using your resources on that one. I cannot talk tonight. But you'd be using your resources on that one, so that would not be cheating. That'd just be
It'd just be a
great
bit of a plus
strategy,
for the Cubs here.
Yeah, and especially when they get older and they're on varsity together. I mean, that could be a state team. And
Be
out of
ever
bounds.
optimistic, Paul Heighthouse.
Out of bounds. For Greencastle, Rockville now on the inbound to Lear with 5:50 to go in the game. Tiger Cubs lead 31-10.
One thing I have noticed, Lear has great ball handling skills.
And there's a three. Oh, she can shoot a three too. Look at that. 31-13 now.
They're ready to come back, Nathan.
Stolte hits it to
Trout.
number 3. Shots off the mark. Amos on the rebound. Smiley with the shot, and it's good. 33-13 now. 20-point lead for the
Back
Tiger
to
Cubs.
Lear. Does she have another three in her, do you think, tonight?
Bullington looked like she's about ready to pull up one. Back to Lear. Lear for 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by Amos. Amos. It's going to be fighting off the defenders. This is a fight down low. Rockville inbounding the ball. And number 13 finds 31. Back to Bullington. Bullington down another 31. 31 back to Bullington. Lear. Oh, finds number 40. Back to Lear. Lear down low. Back out 40 for awkward looking 3 there.
Delaney Stolte with the ball, going to Tara Amos. Out to Sampson, and back to Amos.
Amos back over to Trout. Trout takes it low with the jumper. Good. 35-13.
The girls have showed great teamwork tonight.
And Rockville rocks at the top of the three-point line. Rockville now, Lear looking for someone. Messing with Delaney Stolte there. Don't know where she's going. Oh, but she finds Bullington, and Bullington drives to the basket, and it off the mark, but a rebound and putback is good. 35-15. Stolte finds Trout again. Trout finds Stolte. Stolte for three. Off the mark, a long-range three. Not good. And
Lear has the ball again.
back down low to 13. 13 with the basket. Now it appears Rockville is on a run now. 35-17 with 3:40 to go.
They're ready for this comeback.
I think Rockville decided to show up. I think their bus just arrived a little late.
You know, I mean, it's better late than never.
In a game sense, it's better to be early, you know, because that way you got the whole game. You aren't just trying to fit it in all at the end, but
That's true.
at least their varsity's here on time.
You know, I mean, if they're arriving a little bit late, then the varsity should be here.
They should be here by now. Actually, they are here. I see them sitting right over there.
They're sitting right over there. They're ready to go.
Of course, we're just kidding. We're talking psychologically and basketball-wise.
Yeah.
In that sense, Rockville just got here, and they are ready to play. 35-17, 18-point lead now for the Tiger Cubs, and this is Sydney Seacrest. The Seacrests have been a huge part of Greencastle athletics, especially in this past year with Taylor being in cross country, Zach and Nate both in football. And Zach and Taylor are also Zach, Taylor, and Eli are all swimmers. How about that? And Sydney now, she was in soccer, and she is also playing basketball.
That's right. Very athletic kids. They're pretty with it. You know, for Sydney, though, this is probably nice because she's got all those brothers, and I mean, she's got to get her aggression out somehow. She can't beat up those boys.
I'm pretty sure she can. I remember hearing stories from Nate. She can hold her ground.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you'd have to.
Yeah, with going up. And Eli, Taylor, Zach, and Sydney are all quads.
They're quads, that's right.
Quads. And Rockville with the basket, no good. Seacrest tries to save it, and it'll be Rockville ball. Into the game is number 15, Sam Newcomer, and for Sydney Smiley. Smiley getting a high five from the coach coming back in. She's done a great job. She's done a great job tonight.
Lear has the ball.
Lear
Back to Bullington.
Bullington for three, 37-20, Tiger Cubs.
Bullington's pretty with it tonight.
Bullington, I keep thinking you're saying Bullwinkle.
Bullwinkle?
And then I start thinking of the show, and it puts a smile on my face. But we're back to the game now with Bullington, not Bullwinkle.
No, definitely not. Although they are the Rockville Rocks.
Speaking of the Rockville Rocks, in between the junior varsity and varsity game, we will have a discussion over the name Rockville Rocks.
I have some nice insight on that for you, Nathan.
I would love to hear it.
All right.
And I actually have some insight as well.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Huh. Can't wait.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. And also, in between games, we will be switching off, and Nathan Grezik will be coming in to broadcast the varsity game.
That's right.
And Brooklyn Edgar will continue her wonderful chainsaw sales, which, by the way, GHS FBI is raffling off a Steel MS-250 chainsaw for $1 per ticket, or 6 tickets for $5, or 12 tickets for $10. And it's sitting right next to us, and it is a beautiful-looking chainsaw.
It is very nice.
Steel green and
everyone
silver.
Everyone here has been commenting on how nice this thing looks.
You know, it just stands out. And in case you're like, why do I need a chainsaw for? I don't need a chainsaw. Yes, you do.
We've got a couple good reasons for you.
We've got plenty of good reasons for you. How about, I don't know, how about cutting down things? I don't know, how about, you want to do home improvements. You don't like that wall there? Chop the thing down. I don't like that table. We'll go ahead and take that table out. Or how about, I really don't want to buy the expensive, turkey carving set. I'd rather just win a chainsaw and just carve the turkey with a chainsaw. Well, that'll work just fine, too. Or how about, I don't want to, really run it. I just want it to sit there. Put it on your mantelpiece. It's going to make a great part of your living room.
I never would have thought of that, Nathan.
See, that's why you need me. But now that you know, you need to come here at any home Greencastle sporting event and buy a raffle ticket to enter you in for the chainsaw.
The drawing will be on February 17th at a boys varsity basketball game, but you do not have to be present to win. No.
Nope. We can call you on up, and we can have you come on over and pick it up sometime.
Absolutely, Nathan.
Absolutely. Oh, Bullington with another three makes it 39-23, and Rockville with a great effort late in the game, but it's just not going to be enough. There's a foul by Rockville in an attempt to maybe come back, but it's looking a little too late. 1:07 to go, 39-23.
Greencastle's ball.
And Trout brings it down, tries to find a lady, and finds 25. Hits it over to Sampson. Sampson hits it back out to 25, who drives to the basket. Oh, misses the layup. And there will be a foul on Greencastle and a Rockville ball.
Now, I'd say for Rockville, as far as, their key players tonight have been Lear and Bullington.
Bullington.
Yes.
I thought you said Bullwinkle again.
Not Bullwinkle.
Oh, my goodness.
No, sir. I don't see any cartoon characters out on the floor.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
I really think it would.
Be like the mascot matchup,
Absolutely.
We could have like a little baby tiger out there and a big old rock.
Well, see, their mascot is a big man.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, we'll have this discussion later.
All right. See? You got to stick around to watch this.
Seacrest is on the line.
Off the mark. Rebounded, though, by number 25. Back out to Seacrest. Seacrest with the jumper. No good. Rebounded by Rockville. It almost looked for a second as if 31 was going to shoot at the basket. That's the wrong basket. 23 seconds left in the game. Lear tries. Oh, it's back to Bullington. Bullington for three. And off the mark. Rebounded by Trout of Greencastle.
Goes to Sampson. And back to Trout.
8-7.
And back to
6,
Sampson, who did
5,
not know she was getting that ball.
4, 3, 2. Off the mark. Try to put it back in the last second. No good. 39-23. The Greencastle Junior Varsity girls will win tonight. 39-23 over the Junior Varsity Rockville Rocks. Great effort by both teams. Rockville just coming in a little bit late. And just couldn't pull it off in the closing minutes, and they just had a bad first half.
But once again, the second half they really came back and tried to give it their all.
Yes, the second half they gave a phenomenal effort, but it was just not enough. And we get ready to start our varsity game here in about 20 minutes or so. Now, the janitorial staff of Greencastle High School. Sweeping, is that what you would call that? Dry mopping? Dry mopping, maybe? I don't...
Sweeping, dry mopping?
Yeah,
Potato, whatever you want
Whatever you want to call it. They're out there doing their job, and they do a great job at it. Also, shout out to Gene, the custodian at the high school, who loves his job, and we love him. Hi, Gene.
Hi, Gene. What will we do without Gene?
I don't know. I think the high school would just collapse in on itself and burn if
every
Gene
time
wasn't
you
there.
see Gene, he's always so happy. He's just smiling away.
He loves his job.
He instantly puts you in a better mood.
Yes, he does. And I really wonder sometimes, Gene, how can you love your job? And I guess we'll never know, but he does, and he loves it. And again, we love him.
Yes, we do. There's Mr. Craig Callahan.
Mr. Craig Callahan walking up the steps over there. He is the Greencastle High School cross-country coach as well as the assistant track coach. And he led his team to the first semi-state in school history this fall.
That's correct.
Led by seniors Ryan Stevens, Hunter Mitchell, and Nathan Eubank, along with juniors Paul Bryan, Tyler Hudson, and some phenomenal freshmen Taylor Seacrest and Elijah Bratton.
They're both swimming tonight.
They are both
swimming
tonight.
Mistaken.
They are swimming tonight at North Putnam. There's a swimming at North Putnam, and we will know some results later in the broadcast.
Go Tiger Sharks.
It is. I like how we changed the name because, it's not like tigers. I guess tigers can swim, but...
But I've always heard cats don't really care for water.
Yeah, but haven't you ever seen a picture of a tiger in the water?
That is true.
See, they have to love it. But you know what? We changed it to sharks anyway, just because we're cool like that. Just because we're cool like that.
I think it makes them sound more vicious.
I think it does, too.
Like they're going to attack.
It adds a whole different level. But, back to the whole Rockville thing. We got to get this, straightened out. First of all, for all you don't know, Rockville's mascot, per se, is the Rock. The Rockville Rocks. Now, Brooklyn, you have some insight on this you'd like to share?
Well, as my mother graduated from Rockville High School, and I attended Rockville until first grade, and no one really understands why he's called Rocks.
Why he?
Yes. It's a man. It's a giant muscular man. That's the mascot.
Wow, so it's not actually a rock.
No, because that would be ridiculous.
So the man's name is Rocks.
I'm guessing.
So what if it
spelled
actually
with an X.
What if it actually is a rock? What if it's actually a large rock?
Well, you don't spell rock with an X. The X makes it so much cooler.
Is this kind of like the spell cool COOL or KEWL? Is this one of those things?
Sure.
Well, in that case, it's still a rock.
But he's a big muscular dude, so maybe he's built like a rock. Is that what they're trying to say?
So your mascot is the Rock.
He is the Rock.
So how expensive is that, do you think, for Rockville to pay him to endorse their school?
Not that Rock.
Oh, sorry, I got mixed up. I thought you were talking about the Rock, like the Rock.
No, that would be awesome. How cool would it be to be at a home basketball game and the Rock just shows up? That
would be awesome. I'm talking awesome.
I might lose my mind.
We might have more people than we do in the crowd right now if that's actually, if that was actually real. But it's not. But so the Rockville Rocks is a large, muscular man whose name is Rocks.
Apparently.
Nobody
is really sure. Let's be honest. I don't even think people who go to Rockville now are 100% sure. But it is an awesome name, and a big, muscular man is their mascot, and that's what they go with.
I still like to clear this up. If anyone is thinking, well, is Rockville, the Rocks? Is it kind of like the Hoosiers, where it's like no one really knows exactly what a Hoosier is, but we just call it the Hoosiers. I'd like to clear that up. No, it's not. The Hoosier meaning is just, it's so deep. No one knows what a Hoosier is, but we are Hoosiers.
Well, and I know multiple people at Rockville High School take that much pride.
No. You do not just say to yourself, I'm a Rock. You don't say that. You say, I'm a Hoosier.
I'm a Hoosier?
I'm a Hoosier.
Anyone in Indiana could technically be called a Hoosier.
Yes, but speaking of Hoosiers, there was quite the ball game on Saturday night. A last-second pass from Verdell Jones III to Christian Watford for the Miracle 3.
Absolutely crazy. And I'm a bit biased. I'm a Hoosier fan. I'll come out and say that. That was awesome.
I would like to remain unbiased, but just, I've been a Hoosier fan my whole life, and my room is filled with IU. I'm actually going to IU in the fall, and I will be at every single game, and still remaining unbiased. That game was awesome. And, Kentucky got what they deserved. Staying unbiased, though. But, the Hoosiers, they pulled off that great win. And, looking back at the replay, Verdell Jones, before he got the pass off to Christian Wofford, looked a little iffy. Looked a little bit iffy on that pass.
What do you mean by he looked a little iffy, Nathan?
What? Sorry about that.
What do you mean by a little iffy?
It looked, his feet shuffled a little bit, but I
think... So
are
you saying he could have possibly traveled, or...
I'm not saying that. I'm saying his feet shuffled, but, the referees knew what they were doing, and if they thought it was a travel, they would have called it. Exactly. And, I'm just looking forward to Saturday's game against Notre Dame. This will be another test of the Hoosiers' strength, and they're, if they're wanting to be a tournament contender, and if they keep it up and they keep pulling, games like that, and they, keep improving day in and day out, I'm going to make it right now. How about Indiana to the Elite Eight? Sweet 16, maybe?
I don't know, but would you say that Indiana basketball is back?
We are back. And, what I was really hoping is, the Hoosiers, I hope that Tom Crean especially is able to sit his team down and say, all right, that was an awesome game, but it was just a game. Forget about it. We got a season. Because
they can't get big-headed already.
No, we can't have that be the highlight of the season.
No.
Oh, you remember that time we beat Kentucky in the regular season? Yeah, that was cool. Too bad we didn't make it to the tournament. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen.
Speaking of Hoosiers, there's Mr. Bradley Key along with Craig Callahan. Both went to IU.
Bradley Key, the head coach of the Lady Tiger Cubs,
who have been on the court for some time now, warming up. That is our varsity team this year.
The varsity team for Greencastle consists of Alex Basil, Aaron Beck, Callan Taylor, Shelby Earl, Sydney Smiley, Rayleigh Amos, Jesse Covert, Hannah Wayman, Taylor Stolte, Taylor Pruitt, Melody White, and Jessica Linehan. If you notice, Linehan, White, Stolte, and Smiley were all on junior varsity and will be sitting on the varsity bench. Might even see some playing time, maybe even a start.
And over here is the visiting Rockville Rocks varsity team. We have Jerica Carrington, Alexia Lear, Brittany Gordon, Jennifer Lee, Megan Gordon, Chelsea Tucker, Natalie Donovan, Shelby Snodgrass, Rachel Overpeck, and Megan Bullington. And once again, there are multiple girls on the Rockville team that played for JV that are going to be along with their varsity team tonight.
All right, and we have now made the switch from Brooklyn Edgar now to Nathan Grezik, a fellow runner of mine. Hello, Nathan.
Hey, Nathan.
You excited, Nathan?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
That's great. We got two Nathans here broadcasting with you. Now about 13 minutes to go before we start the varsity game. The FBI gift wrapping, what do you call it? Gift wrapping session?
Yeah.
Gift wrapping day of fun, something like that. It went extremely well, and we raised about $120-some?
Around that.
Around that, we had a great time. There's an epic game of hide and seek,
yeah,
which I did not participate in, but I'm sure it was lots of fun. And we got lots of gifts wrapped, and kids are going to be very, very happy on Christmas when they wake up and see their beautifully wrapped Christmas presents. Because, that's what you always think about, is the wrapping paper. Not what's inside, just the wrapping paper.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, though, we are also raffling off that beautiful Steel MS-250 chainsaw, and you can come to any Greencastle home sporting event and purchase a raffle ticket, $1 per ticket. $5 for 6 tickets, $10 for 12 tickets. And if you really wanted to, we could sell you 24 for 20. We just keep on doubling. And if you really want it, just, $100 bill. We do accept those. We also accept 50s and gold blocks. We also accept those as well.
Sounds pretty good.
If you give us a big block of gold, we'll just give you a chainsaw.
Yeah. It's a pretty nice chainsaw.
And the officials for the night walking up center court. Mark Miller, the pastor at GCC, was officiating the junior varsity game and therefore will not be officiating tonight's varsity game. But it looks like we have some very talented and experienced high school referees. I wonder what the process is to become a referee.
Well, I did refereeing for soccer. You have to go to a school. It's like you go once a week. Well, depending on the school, I went once a week. And at the end, you just take a test, and all you have to do is pass the test, and you get your referee license.
Huh. Maybe I want to be a basketball referee. Oh, wait, I am for the Greencastle Youth League basketball. Those who haven't signed up, grades 1 through 6, boys and girls, it's not too late to sign up. Stop in at the Greencastle City Hall or the Greencastle Parks Department office and pick up pick up a sign-up sheet. And you can play some basketball this winter. And, numbers are a little low this year. We're very disappointed about that, but it's not too late. It's not too late to sign up. Holding open gyms and large group practices until we narrow down into teams and begin play after the first of the year. And the Greencastle girls varsity now, stretching at midcourt, preparing for battle. Amos with the leg crossover stretch. Looks like she's getting ready for this one. Hannah Wayman's coming up now. She's getting ready to stretch too. And Rockville standing in a circle. They're shooting. They're shooting in a circle. It's a shooting circle. Interesting. We'll see how this plays out here in about 9 minutes and 30 seconds. This is a completely different atmosphere than Friday night.
Yeah.
On a Friday night, this place is hopping. We got all bleachers pulled out. We got, people screaming, people fighting. We got cheer block battles. I think it just has something to do with the whole Thursday night thing. And yeah. Let's hope it's just a Thursday night thing.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, Greencastle boys do not play. Am I correct on that?
Yes, they play Saturday night.
They play Saturday night against the team that they play.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That Saturday morning there is a wrestling match.
Is that the Is that the Greencastle? Is that at Greencastle? Is it the Greencastle invite? Oh no! It's the Scottsburg.
Yeah, yes.
It's the Scottsburg wrestling tournament. I'm not sure the actual name of it, but I know it is in Scottsburg. And I'm sure the wrestlers are looking forward to that one, and they're going to have a grand old time. Again, about 8 minutes to go before varsity girls will play. I believe we will have a national anthem in between. National anthem was not played before the JV, so I assume it'll be before this game. But it looks like all players just relaxing a little bit right now, calming the nerves. Rockville still doing their shooting circle, but a little less organized, per se. We'll say that. Yeah. Oh, Rockville girl got hit in the head. Oh, I hope she's okay.
Yeah.
Any other announcements you'd like to make?
Not right now. Not that I can think of.
And in other sporting news, again, the Greencastle swim team is at North Putnam tonight, and results should be coming in about 45 minutes. Probably towards the end of this game, we should know how the meet went. And North Putnam, I imagine the Tiger Sharks could probably pull off a win against North Putnam.
Yeah.
The North Putnam team, it's not a whole lot of depth on that team, and it's just North Putnam's a football school.
Yep.
Football school. They county tournament results from boys, county classic results. Tiger Cubs taking their third straight county win. South Putnam coming in second, Cloverdale third, and North Putnam last in the classic. South Putnam in the fall, South Putnam defeated North Putnam to go on to regional, an upset win no one predicted.
Yeah.
South Putnam went up against Garin Catholic. Am I correct in that one? Garin Catholic?
I don't even know what that is.
In the first round of regionals where they were defeated. Good job, both teams. Tiger Cub football had a little, they didn't have the best of luck on their sectional matchup going up against what went on to be the
state
champion Bishop Chittard. Yeah, very tough game. I mean, that's just it'd be the equivalent of Greencastle basketball going up against like Washington. Last year, anyway. I mean, Washington Hatchets, I'm sure they'll be good this year, but, Cody Zeller, their star, now plays at IU. And, a lot of people coming off that Indiana game on Saturday, a lot of people had some issues that Zeller didn't get the ball. The last 4 minutes of the game, actually, was it 8? It's probably longer than that. It's close to 8 minutes. Zeller didn't touch it. They didn't even pass it to him.
Huh.
A lot of people are upset with that one, including the radio announcer. But it doesn't matter because they pull off a great win. A great win. And again, on Saturday, IU will play Notre Dame at Conseco Fieldhouse, and Purdue will also take on Butler at Conseco. Butler in a down year. They've lost their stars. Brad Stevens trying to do the best job he can. Brad Stevens, his father is Dr. Stevens, who is just right across from the middle school. He's a
physical therapist.
Physical therapist, sports medicine. And
he goes to Ortho Indy, and I think comes to Greencastle every Tuesday.
Tuesday, yes. And he actually lives right up the street from me. Right up the street from me, and that's his father. Greencastle ties to Butler. And also, when we're talking about college athletics, the Indiana cross-country team, 7th in the nation.
Wow. Great
year again for the Hoosiers, and that was led by the efforts of Andrew Poore, Deshaun Turner, and our own Greencastle alum, Andy Weatherford, 2-time state champion in the mile.
Yeah.
Almost third. Almost three. Almost. Currently in high school, track and cross country, Futsum Zena Selassie of North Central. He finished second in the Foot Locker Nationals.
Wow.
Only 0.6 seconds behind Cheserek of New Jersey. A Olympic hopeful from the state of Indiana. He is a 3-time 2-mile state champion, looking for his 4th this spring. Unless our own Ryan Stevens decides to give him a little run for his money. If Ryan doesn't beat him, then he'll take his 4th.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It is crazy. It's been only done by, you can count the people who have won an event 4 years in a row on one hand. I think. Tiger Cubs now doing some pre-game free throws. Taylor Pruitt at the line. Number 35. Rockville nowhere to be found. They just disappeared.
Now, is this clapping thing, is that for concentration?
I think the clapping, it's a bit of a spirit thing. I think it just, who doesn't get excited when they hear clapping? I mean,
yeah.
Speaking of clapping, the worst thing is, when you're either last in a race, like in swimming, let's just say I wasn't the best swimmer in the world. I hated when I was in last place, and you get the sympathy clap.
Yeah, the clap.
The slow clap just starts, it gets louder, 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 and then everyone's in the room's clapping, and it's like, stop it, please stop it. I know I'm in last. You don't have to make me feel good because I already feel terrible. Just stop it.
Yeah.
But And now it looks like it's number 11, Callan Taylor, shooting some threes over there on the Tiger Cubs side. And again, Rockville nowhere to be found, disappeared. I wonder if they're going to have some grand entrance, like falling down from the ceiling, or
here they come,
or just running. Running works too. Running's a good entrance.
And now they're walking. Yeah.
Oh, Rockville trying the Greencastle boys approach to pregame festivities. They'll bounce the ball off the backboard, bounce it. Oh, shot. Classic. It's been a pregame ritual of Greencastle boys varsity since I can remember.
They even do it in middle school now.
They do.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit like copying to me.
Yeah.
I think that's a matter of, kind of like a rite of passage. You get to high school, you get to do that. But some people just can't wait.
Well, our coach last year was an assistant coach, Brian Gerard. He was the coach for the 8th grade team last year.
Oh, so are we going to place the blame on him?
I guess.
Well, we have 30 seconds to go before the varsity game. It looks like both teams talking it over, getting their game plan together. We'll get ready to begin play. Once again, here from Greencastle, Indiana, McAnally Center, home of the Greencastle Tiger Cubs. Girls varsity against the Rockville Rocks. Have a national anthem played. And after the anthem, Rockville getting their starting lineups. Starting for the Lady Rocks will be number 3, Jerica Carrington. Number 5, Brittany Gordon. Number 10, Jennifer Lee. Number 21, Natalie Donovan. Number 22, Shelby Snodgrass. And now on the Greencastle side, non-starters for the Tiger Cubs. It'll be Earl. She is injured tonight. Sydney Smiley. Number 22, Rayleigh Amos. Number 24, Jesse Covert. Number 33, Taylor Stolte. Number 44, Melody White. And number 55, Jessica Linehan. Your starting lineup for the Lady Tiger Cubs. Alex Basil, number 3. Aaron Beck, number 5. Freshman, number 11, Callan Taylor. And Taylor Pruitt and Hannah Wayman. That will be your starting lineup for the Lady Tiger Cubs as we get ready. Bradley Key giving his players one last talking to, and we get ready to start the game. Lady Tigers, Pruitt and Jennifer Lee will go up for the tip. Pruitt sends the ball back to the Tiger Cubs. Now Taylor dribbles the ball down court, looks for the open lady, can't find anyone. Where's the other side?
Oh, it's tipped out of bounds.
Ball deflected by Rockville, intended for Beck. Beck on the inbounds. Down to Pruitt. Pruitt loses the ball. Rockville now has it. Rockville looking. Trying to get a play together. Finds number 5. Back over to 10. Lee finds number 5 up top. Hits it back to 3. 3 drives it. Sends it back out top. 22 with the ball. Finds number 3. Back to number 10. Rockville for 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by 21 down low. Travel from Rockville. Wayman prepares to inbound the ball. To Taylor. Near steal from Rockville. Wayman back into Taylor. Taylor back to Wayman. Up top, Taylor finds Wayman again. Back down to Basil. Basil back to Taylor for 3. Off the mark. Wayman fights for it down low, and it'll be off of her hands and out of bounds. Rockville ball.
And Rockville takes it up the court. Oh, behind the back move. Get past the defender. Pass it down. Dribbles it back up. Starts to go. Takes it out to the key. And up for the 3. And it's good.
Travel from Greencastle. Rockville with a 3-0 lead. Bit different than the JV game where Rockville started out with 2 points and didn't score another one until the third quarter. Rockville finds number 3. Carrington to 22.
And
Rockville 3. That was by number 22, Shelby Snodgrass. Beck now finds Pruitt down low. Pruitt with the tough catch. Still can't hit the shot down low. And it'll be Rockville ball.
Greencastle is going with the press early on. Hopefully putting some pressure on him. And a steal by Basil.
Basil finds Beck. Beck can't get it out of bounds. Rockville ball. Key, head coach Bradley Key, not happy with the play. Not happy with the play from his Lady Tiger Cubs. Full court press by the Tigers.
And
Rockville with the bucket, 8-0 lead. Bradley Keaton not happy. Beck gets it tipped away. Tiger Cub ball. From my point of view, it looked like Beck touched that last, but the referees decided different.
yeah.
Basil up top finds Pruitt down low.
Goes
Pruitt.
up. Oh.
Pruitt gets her own rebound. Gonna be a foul down low on Rockville.
Greencastle is struggling to get their first points.
Completely opposite of the JV game.
Yeah.
Completely.
Oh.
Pruitt draws the foul on the shot, and she will head to the line for 2. Pruitt misses her first free throw. Tiger Cubs, cold.
Yeah.
I saw them in the pregame. They were draining shots. I don't know what happened.
They almost look tired.
They do. They don't seem very happy.
Energetic today.
Rockville Rocks sure do look. Oh, that'll be out of bounds. No foul call there. Rockville inbounds it. Rebounded by Pruitt. Foul on Rockville. Foul on Rockville's number 22, Madison Abernathy. I'm sorry, that would be Snodgrass. Picked up the foul. Taylor takes, gets it knocked away by Rockville's number 3. It will still remain Greencastle ball. Beck inbounds it to Pruitt. Almost gets it taken away by Rockville. Carry the ball. Tiger Cubs trail by 7. Scores 1-8. Snodgrass hands it off to number 5 of Rockville. Rockville trying to find someone. Finds number 3. Carrington. Carrington takes it down low. Shots off. Rebounded by Pruitt. Pruitt finds Taylor. Taylor takes it down court. Met by number 3. Wayman for 3. Off the mark. Rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Snodgrass.
And 24, Jesse Covert will go in for number 5, Aaron Beck for the Tiger Cubs. Alex Basil inbounding the ball, finds Taylor Pruitt, who drops it. She gets called for the travel.
Pruitt's had a plethora of bad calls. Using that big old P word there, plethora.
Yeah.
It's middle school vocabulary. And Wayman inbounds to Taylor as the Lady Tiger Cubs try to get something going to put some points on the board. Lady Tigers still fail to have a field goal tonight. Wayman fouled hard. Now number 31, senior Hannah Wayman will shoot 2. First one is good, 2-8. Second off the mark. Last touched by Pruitt. The Rockville ball. Rockville loses control of the ball off of her foot, off of the foot of Jennifer Lee. Greencastle ball. Rockville fans not very happy about that one. Taylor. Oh, Taylor off of the leg area of Rockville's Jennifer Lee. And Bradley Key just can't stand it any longer as he calls the timeout. No, I don't know what the correct word is for this. I don't know whether I'm intrigued or straight up kind of offended by the music that Greencastle's playing here tonight. I mean, most of the music before games are edited, and music has not been edited by the Tiger Cubs. Just a little side note, but back to the game now. The Rockville Rocks take it down court and back over. Rockville inbounds the ball. That's number 5 on the inbound. Brittany Gordon gets it blocked out. Try again. Taylor takes it down court. Finds Wayman. Wayman over to Basil. Basil to Pruitt. Basil's called for the travel. Rockville on the inbounds. Full court press by the Tiger Cubs.
Oh.
Wow, Rockville's number 10 drives all the way down the court to the basket and misses the layup.
It's a jump ball, and it is Rockville's ball.
Number 5, Brittany Gordon on the inbound. Goes out and finds number 3, Carrington. Carrington back over to number 10, Lee. Lee for the jumper, and it's good. 10-4.
Way down court.
And Covert back to Taylor over to Wayman. Wayman finds Pruitt down low. Ooh, gets tripped. Manages to hit it back out to Covert. Wayman now with the ball for the 3. Off the mark.
Oh.
That'll be a foul on Covert. Rockville ball.
And Aaron Beck in for Taylor Pruitt on the Tiger Cubs. Oh.
Fast break opportunity by Rockville. Wayman fouls Rockville's Carrington. Rockville for long 2. Rebounded by Rockville. No foul called. Wayman with the ball. Rockville fans not happy with the referees, even though they do realize that, you know, just because you run into a girl doesn't mean it's necessarily a foul.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta have a little contact.
Yeah, you have to allow.
Foul.
That was a foul.
Yeah.
That was a foul, and that will be on that will be on Rockville. And once again, the crowd doesn't understand that when you're moving and you try to take a charge, it's on you. It's not on Greencastle. But that's okay. We're gonna look past that. And now Hannah Wayman at the line, shooting 2. First one is good. Score is now 5-10.
And Taylor Pruitt is back in for Aaron Beck.
Wayman's second is good as well. It's now 6-10, 4-point lead for the Lady Rocks. Rockville for the long 2, no good. Rebounded by Wayman. Wayman finds Taylor. Taylor taking the ball down the court. Hits it over to Basil. Basil back to Taylor. Takes the long 2. Off the mark. Rebounded by Wayman, and the putback is no good. Fight down low. Pruitt comes out with it. Travels.
And travel.
I find it funny how both, and no matter how good the call is, you always have people complaining.
Yeah.
I mean, it was clear she traveled, but yet I saw everyone on the Greencastle side raise their hands. Okay, not literally, maybe just a couple, but
Yeah.
Rockville with the short jumper. 12-6 lead for the Lady Rocks here. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Fast break opportunity by the Rocks. Not taken advantage of. Oh, number 5 for 3. It's good. Brittany Gordon.
And the Rockville fans are pumped up now.
Basil now finds Pruitt. Pruitt back out to Taylor. Taylor with the jumper. No good. Oh, a shove. Taylor to 21, and we get potential technical foul. Wasn't called. I saw it, and that's technical. And yeah, that's technical. Rockville.
Running down the clock to end the first period.
Carrington finds Gordon. Gordon back out to Lee. Lee driving low. 6 seconds to go. Stolen by Greencastle. And looks like that'll be a foul on Rockville side. 2.5 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Tiger Cubs going to try to get off a last-second shot here in the first. 15-6, Rockville lead. And shot got off late. Wayman seems a bit aggravated tonight. A little aggravated at her teammates.
Yeah.
And Bradley Key, he's angry, but he's that quiet angry. When you walk over to your coach and he doesn't say a word, you know it's not good. You know you're in trouble.
For a second there, I thought the Tiger Cubs were gonna come back. They looked a little mad.
Just like me and Brooklyn were talking about, Brooklyn and I were talking about earlier. Rockville, it seems like their bus came a little late in the JV game, but the bus got here in plenty of time for the varsity game apparently, because it's 15-6. Tiger Cubs Tiger Cubs trail by 9. And let's just hope they can come back here in the second quarter. The referees getting the players back onto the court. Seniors Wayman, Pruitt, and Beck all looking to lead their team tonight in a comeback. Taylor finds Beck. Beck down low.
Oh.
Bad pass.
And Pruitt gets called for the shove.
If you wanted to see a shove, you should have seen number 11, Taylor, there on Rockville. And, you know, the Rockville girl had a few kind words to say to her after that shove. I saw those as well. Let's just hope this doesn't turn into Xavier in Cincinnati.
One thing I thought was interesting was, do you know who Nodama Kinsu is?
No, I do not. Who is
Oh,
it?
well, he is on the Detroit Lions.
Ah,
He is a defensive end.
really?
And he, during one of his games, he was like holding a guy down and like shoving his face in the ground. And then when he got up, he stepped on him. And his excuse was that they kept untying his shoes during the game.
Really?
And he got upset.
Really? Well, I mean, I get pretty mad too if someone's untying my shoe.
Yeah.
Oh, the foul and the basket from Wayman. Back to the game now. The score is now 8-17. Wayman with a chance to cut the deficit down to 8. Nearly stolen by Wayman. Now Lear, who was the point guard for the junior varsity game up top, finds Lee. Lee tries setting up a play, hits it over to number 5. Gordon. Gordon back to Lee. Lee drives, but stopped, and that's a travel. Well, there's been lots of travels tonight on both sides, on both teams. Now 8-17, Wayman pairs inbound to Taylor. Taylor finds Beck. Beck, Basil, Wayman, Wayman. Open three. No good. Rebounded by Pruitt.
And Taylor Pruitt with her second foul of the night. And now Callan Taylor gets called for the foul.
Rockville now on the inbounds. That's number 3, Carrington. Carrington trying to set something up. Finds number 5, Gordon. Gordon back to Carrington. Carrington back to Gordon. No, and a 3 from Gordon, and it's off the mark. Now, when we say Gordon, let's clear things up. We aren't talking about Eric Gordon. We're not talking about him. You know, the IU basketball star went pro to the Clippers and actually was recently traded to the New Orleans Hornets. Eric Gordon, now a Hornet. Back to the game. Rockville takes the ball down court. That is Lee. Lee. There's a foul on Beck. Number 5. We're here in the second quarter of play between Greencastle and Rockville. Rockville in the blue, Greencastle in the white. At the line is Lee, number 10 of Rockville. 6:16 to go. Score is 8-17. Rockville lead.
The fouls are now even at 7 apiece.
Both teams in the bonus. Another one now, and a double-digit lead for Rockville. No one expected this one. But Rockville is showing that they can play tonight. Wayman fouled going up on the shot. She'll head to the line shooting 2. Wayman's been pretty hot at the line tonight. She's hit 3 of her 4. Is that correct? 3 of her 4. That'll be a timeout, Rockville. As Greencastle is playing the Space Jam right now, if you can hear that. I don't know if they're planning on playing in space soon or not, but the Universal Games are coming up between us and Mars. Oh, just kidding. We're just messing around, yanking some chains, pulling some legs. There are no Universal Games. But we are playing the Space Jam. And I just want to get up and dance. Speaking of dances, tomorrow night is the Fire and Ice Ball at Greencastle High School. I know we're excited for that one. It's a prom preview. A prom preview, as we're calling it.
Is it 8 to 11?
Is what?
8 to 11. Is that right?
I know 11. 8 sounds right. 8 sounds right. 8 to 11 tomorrow night in the Greencastle Multipurpose Room. In case you're a student listening and you've had earplugs in all week and you've been blind. Hey. It's silent in here for Wayman's free throws. She goes up. Misses the first. I don't know if that was some Rockville strategy there. Wayman now. Hits a second, and they'll make it 9-19. Just a 10-point deficit now for the Tiger Cubs. Rockville trying to find someone. Hits it in. And your junior varsity all-star here from Rockville, number 33, Bullington, is now in the starting lineup for the Lady Rocks.
And Hannah Wayman blocks the shot.
Rockville sends it into Lee. Lee finds number 3 on the outside. Jumper. Shot off. And off the fingertips. Off the fingertips of Jesse Covert.
And about 5 other people.
You know what I noticed about Brad Key, our head coach here of the Lady Tiger Cubs? He likes to have conversations with the refs. He likes to, have a nice casual conversation in the middle of a game. I like it. I like it. A double dribble. The Lady Tigers are just struggling tonight. They are struggling.
Mental mistakes.
It might be a good idea. I don't mean to, step on Key's toes here, but to put in Linehan. Oh my goodness, he's putting in Linehan right as I say that. Wow. Wow. Putting in Linehan. Maybe Melody Whitemont might not be a bad addition as well. Rockville for 3. And it's good. 22-9. Aaron Beck finds Taylor. Taylor looking for someone who can only find Wayman. Wayman drives down. Hits Covert. Covert for 3. And it's good. Jesse Covert with the 3. 12-22. Stolen by Wayman.
Great play.
Wayman takes it down low.
Oh.
And a travel called on Wayman.
And in for the Tiger Cubs is Taylor Stolte and Jessica Linehan for Aaron Beck and Callan Taylor.
There's one of them Stoltes in there.
Wide open.
Carrington of Rockville wide open down low. Timeout, Tiger Cubs. Key just can't stand it. And the score is now 12-24, which happens to be the date of Christmas Eve, which is quickly approaching. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Oh, yeah. What'd you ask for Christmas?
Well, I'm going to college this fall, so I asked for a laptop. I hope I get it. And, Dad, if you're listening, I'd still want that laptop. But I really don't want anything, though. Of course, that's always the response to everyone. They don't want anything, but deep down, they want something. Everyone wants something.
Yeah.
They may not want it that badly, but deep down, inside their heart, they want something. Although most people enjoy giving. I love giving. It's just as much excitement for me to see someone else's face light up as it is, getting that present.
Yeah.
No, don't you feel the same way?
Yep.
Yep.
You know when you find that perfect present for
Yes, and there's nothing better than finding that perfect present for someone. One that's just gonna make them, laugh, cry, jump up and down, giddy with excitement.
Yep.
Wayman with the three.
Wow.
While we were talking about Christmas there, Wayman hits a three. Makes it 15-24, and now it's down to single-digit deficit for the Tiger Cubs here in the second quarter, 4:17 to go. And that'd be a foul on Basil.
With the reach.
Now, Alex Basil's brother, am I right? Am I correct in that? Carl Basil?
Yep.
He plays freshman basketball for the Tiger Cubs?
Yep.
Families play basketball. Rockville's number 5, Brittany Gordon, hits the first, misses the second, 15-25. Stolte took Covert back to Stolte. Wayneman now trying to get something going for her team, leading the team as a senior. Covert back to Wayneman. Wayneman for three. Off the mark, Linehan goes for the save. Oh, doesn't quite get it. In Rockville, Gordon will inbound. Lee now with the ball. Crossover move on Pruitt. Oh, it's going the other way.
A moving pick.
You can't do that.
Nope.
If there's a cheer block right now, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Wayman.
Oh, quick
with the quick
pass.
basket, no good. Rebounded by Wayman. Wayman goes for it again. Hannah Wayman playing some very scrappy basketball tonight.
She is fired up.
She is. I don't think she wants to lose to Rockville.
No. If only she could get the rest of the team to get fired up.
Rockville. Double dribble. Double dribble on Rockville. 3:34 to go in the second quarter. Wayneman trying to find someone. Finds the open three, though. No good. Rebounded by Basil. And Stolte steps on the line trying to save the ball, and it'll be Rockville Rocks, who we cleared up. The Rocks might be the name for the big buff man in their logo and their emblem.
Oh.
Long shot missed. Linehan battles for the rebound. They'll be going Greencastle way.
Isn't Rockville pretty close to Turkey Run?
I believe it is, and I actually believe next year the two schools are consolidating. Make one big school. Speaking of Turkey Run, isn't that a great park?
Oh yeah, it's so much fun.
It's got so much, fun hiking trails and canoeing, and
Yeah.
you just go there, take your dog, just walk and climb,
Yep.
swim, canoe, and bike, and climb, and if you had the steel MS-250 chainsaw, you could cut down a tree, even though that's illegal, so I wouldn't suggest doing that. Speaking of that steel MS-250 chainsaw, we're doing raffle tickets for that steel MS-250 chainsaw, donated by Humphrey's Outdoor Power, and I always suppose you go buy, a steel MS-250 chainsaw at Humphrey's, but why do that when you could just come to any Greencastle home sporting event and buy a raffle ticket?
Yeah.
For that steel MS-250 chainsaw. And, you can never have too many chainsaws, so I don't want to hear that excuse. I already have one. So what? So what? Get another one. What if that one breaks? What are you going to do? And it'll be a timeout on the floor. 17-25. Lady Tiger Cubs trail by 8 to the Rockville Rocks. 2:55 remaining again in the first half. Both teams are in the bonus. Rockville with 10 fouls. Tiger Cubs with 8. In for the game right now for the Tigers is number 3, Alex Basil. Number 5, Aaron Beck. And number 24, Jesse Covert. Number 31, Hannah Wayman. And number 55, Jessica Linehan. Rockville finds number 10, Lee. Lee over to number 12, Tucker. Tucker back out to Gordon. Rockville sets up again. Gordon looking for something. Can't get it. Hits it back over to Lee. Lee tries driving. No good. Back out to Gordon. Gordon trying to just get something going. There's Tucker. Tucker back to Lee. Lee drives. Back out to number 5. Bradley Key yelling out instructions to his Lady Tiger Cubs. As Lee right now tries to find someone. Back out to Gordon. As it's becoming evident, the Rockville's running down the clock. 1:43 now in the first half. Greencastle trying to push him back.
And it's a
Jump ball. Jump ball, Greencastle.
After that long possession by Rockville. Finally, Greencastle's ball.
Wayman on the inbounds to Covert. Covert for the 3. Off the mark. Hit the wrong side of the square there. Just hit the top left if you're shooting from the left side. Tucker
Rockville back into what they were
finds
doing.
Gordon. Nearly is picked away.
Oh.
Stolen by Basil. Covert shoots another 3. Off the mark again. Stolen by Covert. Covert finds Taylor down low with the layup. 19-25, 6-point lead for Rockville. Tiger Cubs trying to come back here in the end of the first half.
20 seconds. 15. And it
Knocked
goes
out
of
by
bounds.
Wayneman of Greencastle. Oh, Bullington. Oh, foul! Foul on the court. Barrington fouled Wayman in the closing seconds of the half, and Wayman will head to the line, shooting 2 all by her lonesome self. As soon as the 2 shots are attempted, be the end of the first half. Wayman hits the first. And hits the second as well. Good free throws from number 31, Hannah Wayman, as that ends the first half. 21-25. Tiger Cubs trail by 4. And your junior varsity game, the Tiger Cubs easily defeated the Rockville Rocks. Rockville played the second half extremely well, but the first half scoring 2 points. 2 points in the entire first half. Once again, the Greencastle janitorial staff cleaning the floors. They do a great job here at Greencastle. And, there's this beautiful steel MS-250 chainsaw sitting right next to us. And you know how you can win this chainsaw, Nathan?
Tell me.
You come to any Greencastle home sporting event and purchase a raffle ticket. That's right, I said a raffle ticket for $1.
That's so easy.
It is so easy. Or you can buy it, 6 for $5, or 12 for $10, or 24 for $20, or 36 for $30. It just keeps going on up. And once again, if you'd like to bring in, over $1,000, we'll just give it to you. Actually, we aren't really allowed to do that because we'd have some angry people. But I just wanted to say it. But, again, we discussed this earlier, but we get people asking all the time, what am I going to do with a chainsaw, man? Like, come on. Come on, brother. What am I going to do with a chainsaw? And it's like, well, Holmes, this is what you can do with the chainsaw. You can do home improvements. You don't like that wall? Cut it out. You don't like that table? Cut it down. You can't think of what to put in your orange and silver black color scheme living room? How about put that steel MS-250 chainsaw on the mantelpiece? Or how about turkey carving? You don't want to use a knife? Use a chainsaw. Or how about next time? How about this is holiday related? How about next Christmas? I really didn't like using that handsaw last Christmas. Well, how about you bring your new steel MS-250 chainsaw and just cut that sucker down, brother?
Yeah.
That's what you do with a steel MS-250 chainsaw.
One I thought was when we went to the man
walking in the blue
game, the
Sorry.
football game this year.
Just interrupt just a moment. The man sitting there in the blue just sat down. That is Mr. Stan Ward, teacher for a long time here at Greencastle High School. Retired my sophomore year. He retired. One of my favorite teachers I've ever had. Great man. But back to your story.
Well, at the Monon Bell game this fall against DePaul and Wabash, we were selling chainsaw tickets there, and one college student suggested a great idea for next fall. You can start your own haunted house. I mean,
that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want the real thing? Let's put a real chainsaw out there. You don't have to actually put the chain on it, but if you want an added effect, you could put the chain on it.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Didn't even think of that. Or how about sewing? Right?
Sure.
Right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with, when you're sewing and, you want to cut a piece of fabric, just whip out the chainsaw, have someone hold it. Just go for it. Or we just like to make it known that any use of our chainsaw, we would really appreciate if you didn't use it for any violent purposes. Make sure no animals are harmed.
No people are harmed.
Yes, people before animals, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And off to the side here, a new addition to McAnally Center is the Paw Power. The Paw Power sign. I'm not sure exactly what that means.
To me, it looks like an old sign. Like, did they make that this year, or did they just find it and whip it out?
No, I'm really not sure. I hope they made it. But I'm not really sure. Like, what do you think that means? Do you think that means like Paw Power, like we're gonna turn into superheroes, or is it just like Paw Power, like the what are those girls called? They're on Nickelodeon, Powderpuff, like Powderpuff Girls, like Paw Power, and do that. And I'm really confused. I don't know what they mean by that. We have hands. We don't have paws. Why not hand power, or feet power, or people power?
I can't answer that.
And again, walking down low is Craig Callahan. He is the Greencastle cross-country coach. And alongside of him is Nate Haynes, who also runs track. And Callahan giving us a no on an interview, it looks like. But he's cross-country and assistant track coach, and as listed on the roster as assistant basketball coach, even though I really don't think he does a whole lot with girls basketball anymore. His first year or two here at the school, he was. This year, I think he's backed out of the assistant job, girls basketball. But the Tiger Cubs are out on the court warming up, getting ready. And this broadcast is brought to you by the Future Broadcasters Initiative Club at Greencastle High School, otherwise known as FBI. Get it?
Yeah.
Future Broadcast. Get it? It's
Yeah.
FBI. And Banner Graphic. I'd like to thank the Banner for providing us with the equipment necessary to do this webcast tonight. You know, I remember when the bleachers, is completely just random here, but I remember when the bleachers were done here. I remember when they used to be wooden, and you used to come to games and they were all wooden, and you know everything was. There was a few purple here and there, but it was all wooden. And now we got these awesome bleachers, say GHS on them. You know, we have one of the greatest basketball arenas in the state, if not country. I mean, just take a look at this. Take a look at it.
I believe it actually is ranked in the top 10.
It is architectural genius.
And if you go out those doors up there into the lobby, we got a huge auditorium.
Parker Auditorium.
Yes. And
this spring's play is actually, Nathan and Brooklyn, you were both in the musical this past fall. Describe your experience in that, Nathan.
It was fun. I mean,
was.
Well, the practices, they were late, and I was pretty tired. But when the performance came, it was really fun, and I enjoyed it.
How about you, Brooklyn?
Well, this is my third year in the musicals here at the high school, and it might have been the most interesting.
Really? How so?
Well, I definitely have to say, with the people who were always older than me moving out and me becoming one of the upperclassmen, that definitely put a twist on things for me this year. Like, you know, Mr. Nathan said, though, the practices were really late and everybody was tired, but somehow we managed to pull through. I think we put on a pretty good show. You went and saw it, what,
I saw it 4
times?
times. I saw 12 hours of that. And
12
it was,
hours worth of wonderful music.
So I just kept getting better every time. And on the last night...
Yeah, on the last night, Elijah Bratton, another FBI member, and one of your fellow cross-country team members dropped me in front of the entire audience.
Yep, I was front row for that one.
It's all good, though. We're still friends. It's all good. Just a little bit of pride hurt in that situation.
He's cute, so we're going to let it go. But in the spring, the Crucible is the spring play this year at Greencastle High School and in Parker Auditorium. Dates are not yet set, I believe. But will you be auditioning?
You know, I don't know. Will you be?
Undecided.
I don't know. I might. Mrs. Bax, who is the director for the musical and the play, she said that there are 21 characters in this play, 21 roles. So that's a lot for a play. And I don't know. I might.
Well, best of luck to you guys.
Thanks.
In your quest for stardom.
And we have 20 seconds until the end of the half.
Well, to the end of halftime, yes. as we get ready to begin the second half of play. Tiger Cubs trail 21-25 as they're going to try to get out and just start playing some good basketball here in the second half.
And Rockville will get the ball to start the second half.
Rockville looking very strong coming out of the halftime. Lee takes it low, blocked by Wayman, taken by Wayman. Basil back up to Wayman. Wayman looking for someone. Pruitt goes up, set the pick. No, and she walks, and another travel. They do realize they have to dribble, right?
I hope so.
And Rockville's number 5, Gordon. Down to Lee. Lee over to number 3, Carrington. Off the mark, rebounded by Taylor. Taylor finds Beck, who walks again. They've got to remember to dribble. And off the mark now, Pruitt hits the ball down court. Almost loses control of it. Hits it over to Taylor. Taylor goes up for the 3, decides not to, instead drives. And now Wayman with the ball. Wayman back to Taylor. Taylor over to Basil. Basil back to Taylor. Taylor off the mark. Basil on the rebound and the putback. 23-25, a 2-point deficit now for the Lady Tiger Cubs. Gordon for 3, off the mark, rebounded by Wayman. And here we go. The Lady Tiger Cubs are working hard. That's a foul on Rockville. Rockville player was moving on that, and therefore the Lady Tiger Cub will go to the line. Anna Wayman, number 31. Wayman hits her first. That'll be 24-25.
And Rockville takes a timeout.
Tiger Cubs coming out, making 3 straight points, making the score 24-25. 1-point deficit for the Tiger Cubs. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Up, down, up, down, up. And it's a song we're playing here. Just can't help to sing along with that. You want to sing?
Nah, I'm good.
No singing. All right. It's getting to the rap part now. I can't. I'm not Mac Miller. I can't pull that off. And now we prepare to get back to the game. You know, again, just pointing out more things about McAnally. I remember when the center of McAnally was that state of Indiana? You know?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, I actually remember that.
I remember back when it was Indiana. I remember back when it was painted, or when the floor was redone. Rockville's Gordon on the inbound.
And the game is all tied up.
Lee with a nice little spin move there on Wayman. Back to Gordon now. Almost loses it and does end up losing it and out of bounds. Tiger Cub ball. It's a tied ball game. 25-25. 25 happens to be the day of Christmas. And now Taylor takes the ball down the court. Over to Wayman. Over to Pruitt. Wayman now drives with the jumper. Off the mark. Rebounded by Rockville. Wayman up on Gordon. stolen.
Oh.
And hit off the leg of Aaron Beck. And according to Brooklyn, there's a baby in the crowd with a monkey strap.
Still don't see it.
I still don't see it either. Still don't see the monkey. But back to the game. Rockville scored, making it 27-25 Rockville. Pruitt finds Taylor. Taylor with the jumper, and it's good, 27-27. Oh, Hannah Wayman.
Great hustle.
Off the mark, but Basil with the putback. And the Tiger Cubs take their first lead of the game, 29-27.
This is a fast-paced third period.
Down low, number 22, Snodgrass with the bucket. And here's Taylor, hits it to Wayman. Over to Pruitt. Pruitt to Basil, back to Wayman. Wayman for three. And it's good! 32-29. Lee fouled by Pruitt. She'll shoot two. (32-29), 3-point lead for the Greencastle Tiger Cubs. Lee misses her first shot. Into the game for the Lady Tiger Cubs, number 24, Jesse Covert, and number 13, Tucker has entered into the game. I apologize. I'd been calling Megan Gordon Tucker earlier. Now Taylor takes the ball down court. Over to Wayman. Covert back to Wayman. Wayman now trying to find someone. Nearly gets it taken away. Back to Covert. Covert finds Basil up top. Basil over to Beck. Beck had the three. Decided not to take it. Now Wayman takes it back up top. Wayman back to Taylor. Taylor. Beck. Now to Basil. Basil with the ball. Basil finds Wayman. And a travel in Greencastle. 32-30, a 2-point lead for the Greencastle Lady Tiger Cubs. Lee now finds number 3, back to 21, down low, back to Lee, number 10, and jumper is good. 32-32. Taylor looking determined to score. Covert from 3, airballed right into the hands of number 3, Carrington. Oh, the nice layup by Rockville's Lee. 32-34, and Rockville takes the lead back. No, this is a bit of a rebuilding year for Lady Tiger Cubs after losing Chelsea Samuels and
Mallory
Miller, who both now play at Earlham College. I'm sure they're having a great season so far.
Yeah. But we do have a bright young star. Callan Taylor is a freshman starting on JV, or varsity, excuse me. She's
starting on varsity, and as the years go on, she will progress as a threat for opposing teams. And news just in, the boys Tiger Sharks were defeated tonight in an upset by the North Putnam Cougars. Seems that Greencastle had a lot of first place finishes, but North Putnam second and third. Where it's too much.
You know, Greencastle does not have a diving team. They don't have divers yet, and that's been killing them this season.
It has been killing them. And, you know, coming off of last season with Walter Chiarella and Jesse Elkins and Jay Guffey, and, you know, losing all of them, and also losing their diver Matt Sims. Matt Sims deciding not to dive this season. He was a great diver. So Tiger Cubs are hurting. Tiger Sharks, excuse me. Lee off the mark on a free throw. Into the game is number 5, Gordon. Lee's second free throw is off the mark, rebounded by Pruitt. 1 point lead, 34-33 for Rockville. Pruitt drives all the way to the bucket, gets fouled. Oh, and the bucket does not go down. It seems that Nathan and I have spotted the baby with a monkey backpack chain type thing. Now back to the game. Number 35, Taylor Pruitt hits her second. 35-34, Tiger Cubs have the lead. Foul number 24, Jesse Covert. Fouls number 10, Lee of Rockville. That will be Greencastle's third foul this half. 2:22 remaining in this third quarter. It's Rockville's number 3, Carrington. Nearly gets it stripped by Taylor.
It was Callan Taylor's third foul. Oh, right through the hands of a Rockville player. It's Greencastle's ball.
Wademan sporting number 31, Reggie Miller's number. The Indiana Pacers. Indiana Pacers will start their preseason schedule tomorrow night at home against the Chicago Bulls.
And another travel. Man.
And a foul on Taylor.
That is her fourth foul. One more.
One more,
and I
she's
believe
gone.
she fouls out.
Into the game now is Aaron Beck. Rockville's Carrington with the ball. Oh, near walk. Lee for 3, and it's good. Rockville now obtains a 37-35 lead on the Tiger Cubs. And Rockville with the ball. Rockville's number 5, Gordon. Looking, finds Lee. Back to Gordon. 1:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Lee with the shot. Missed. Rebounded by Pruitt. And that would be a foul on number 31 of Rockville.
Rachel Overpeck.
Well, Overpeck was over the back on that one. Into the game for the Tiger Cubs, number 55, Linehan.
Her brother is one of many Greencastle students that went to University of Indianapolis.
Also among those, that'd be a travel on Pruitt, Rockville ball, but also among the graduates of Greencastle went on to University of Annapolis. Kyle Dunbar. Kyle Dunbar, an outstanding artist, and I actually was hanging out with him today at his mother's shop, Treasures on the Square. Be a 3 from Rockville. Fast break opportunity for Tiger Cubs. They do not take it, and instead Wayman will hold the ball and shoot a 3. It's good!
Yeah.
Wayman with the 3, 38-40 now, a 2-point deficit for the Tiger Cubs with 52 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Gordon now with the ball for Rockville, guarded closely by Linehan. Lee with his jumper off the mark. Wayman gives it over to Taylor. Pruitt. Rockville player is down.
Right at the baseline.
Was that a face plant? They did not look good. Whatever it was, it did not look good.
Sit.
And our
Might be her ankle, maybe?
athletic trainer here at Greencastle High School, Kelly Welker, runs over to assist the downed Rockville player. That is Snodgrass. He gets up and walks it off. You know, since I won't be broadcasting the game on Saturday night, I'd like to make this point now. I think basketball should go back to short shorts. Go back to the old days. You know? Cross country, we wear short shorts. Track, we wear short shorts. Why not wear short shorts in basketball? They're comfy and styling.
Yeah. You know, I wish they had throwbacks.
We should have
occasional
retro
game.
nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like the Pacers, even though they still wear long shorts. But, you know, I guess can't go real throwback, but whatever. Wayman open for 3. It's good! Hannah Wayman. 2 seconds remaining. 41-40. Tiger Cubs lead by 1 at the end of the third quarter. Hannah Wayman, leading scorer tonight, hitting multiple threes. And Rockville now, for the first time, is down at the end of a quarter. It's only a 1-point deficit. This is going to be a good fourth quarter. This is going to be a good game. Maybe we'll have a miracle 3. I mean, it's been the week for it. I guess that was last week technically, but you know, I just want to see one in person. And I was really upset because I was wanting to go to that Kentucky game. When it's finally time to buy the tickets, sold out, 300 on StubHub. I'm not going to go watch that game. And we get ready to start the fourth quarter here between the Greencastle Tiger Cubs and the Rockville Rocks. 8 minutes are on the clock. And Hannah Wayman of Greencastle will inbound the ball to, it appears, number 55, Jessica Linehan. Linehan with the ball. And a crossover move on Rockville. Tipped away. Wayman gets it. Hits it over to Basil. Stolen. Lee guarded by Wayman. Wayman with a steal.
Hannah Wayman has just been outstanding this game.
And off the fingertips of Rockville. Rockville fans not happy.
Oh.
But one of them really not happy. But
yeah.
Blue touched the ball last. Officials are on the court.
Great
and
play.
Wayman with the bucket, 43-40. Foul called on number 31, Hannah Wayman. Not to be confused with Reggie Miller. Taylor Pruitt with the steal. Now Greencastle leads by 3 and has the ball. Linehan now looking for the open lady. Linehan with the jumper, off the mark, rebounded by Basil. He finds Linehan. Linehan, gets the ball stripped. Carrington with the bucket, 43-42. Linehan finds Beck. Beck open for 3, decides not to take it. Hits it over to Pruitt. Pruitt with the jumper, and it's good. 45-42. Lee wide open, misses it. Rockville with the rebound, stripped by Basil. Finds Wainman. Raymond finds Pruitt. Drives the basket and misses it. Off the foot of Basil, wide open for 3 is Lee.
And there's another Rockville player down.
It appears that will count as a 2. And Rockville player is down. That was looks like they will call that a 2-pointer, and it will count for Rockville. 45-44, 1-point lead for the Greencastle Tiger Cubs. Lady Tiger Cubs, may I say.
Appears she hurt her ankle.
And now Wayman of Greencastle prepare to inbound the ball. Finds Basil. Basil down to Beck off of her knee. Beck couldn't grab it in time. That makes the score now 45-44. Still a 1-point lead for the Tiger Cubs. Rockville's number 10, Lee, takes the ball down court, looking for the open man. Lee takes it right down to the bucket. Rebounded by Rockville. The jumper is good. That is by number 21, Donovan. Pruitt. Off the mark. Pruitt. Again. Basil down low, rebounded again by Beck, who's fouled and doesn't get it. And Beck will head to the line, shooting 2. 45-46, 1-point deficit for the Lady Tiger Cubs.
Rockville fans were very upset with that call.
First one is good, ties the score all at 46. And second is good, 47-46. Lee now, spins around, draws the foul, and the bucket will count. 48-47, 5:21 to go in the fourth quarter.
Callan Taylor gets her 5th foul.
She's gone.
And Rockville fans are applauding, which kind of disrespectful.
That is rather disrespectful, but poor sportsmanship. Basil with the bucket makes it 49-48. Number 5 of Rockville now. Looking. Finds Snodgrass. What was her name? Snodgrass. Sorry, excuse me. Snodgrass. Now Wayneman. Drives in. Out of bounds. No foul called. Rockville ball. Rockville now gives it off to Lee, number 10. Lee drives, met by Beck. Rockville now finds Gordon. Gordon up top to Lear. Lear over to number 21 of Rockville. Oh, collision. Greencastle has the ball. Pruitt, TP drives, but is off the mark on the layup. Wayman with the steal. Basil down low, or no, sorry, Beck down low with the putback. 51-50. And that's a carry. 51-50 now. Here in a girls varsity game. TP now down to wide open Covert. Covert down wide open Beck. Beck, oh, off the mark. Covert tries saving it, but it's too late. And that'll be Rockville ball. 1 point lead for the Greencastle Tiger Cubs. Lear for Rockville. At point guard finds number 22, Snodgrass. Snodgrass to Gordon. Gordon for 3. Airballed, but into the hands of Lee, who is fouled underneath the basket. And that foul will be on Aaron Beck. That's her second personal. Team foul, number 8.
And it's all tied up. 51-51.
And Pruitt with the rebound, now taking it down court for the Lady Tigers. Oh, and a bad pass down to Linehan. 51 all. Rockville on the inbounds. Lear trying to find something. Lear over to Lee. Lee back up top to Gordon. Gordon back to Lee. Now Lee driving down low, wide open, and it's good. 53-51. 2:40 remaining in the ball game. 2 point lead for Rockville. Covert takes it down court, finds Wayman. Wayman up on the Rockville defender, finds Pruitt down low, over to Linehan. And a foul came before the shot. But since both teams are in the bonus, it'll be a 1-on-1 opportunity for Jessica Linehan. Just a freshman, am I correct with that? Just a freshman? Just a freshman.
Speaking of freshmen, another one just came in. Taylor Stolte was in for Jesse Covert.
Off the foot of the referee.
A little bit of luck for the Rockville Rocks.
I believe the rule is the rule if it goes off of the referee, if it's heading out of bounds, like, is that a call or do you just shrug that off?
I don't know. Well, in football, if you run into the ref, they just keep playing, so I'm assuming it's the same, but I could be wrong, so.
2:17 to go in the ball game, 54-51, a 3-point lead for Rockville and a chance to make it 4. And it's good. It's a 4-point lead now, 55-51. Pruitt with the ball, taking it down for the Lady Tiger Cubs. Pruitt out to Stolte. Stolte hits it over to Wayman. Wayman over to Linehan. Basil now with the ball over to Wayman. Wayman for 3. It's good. Wayman with the 3. 54-55. Only a 1-point deficit now. Lear over to Gordon. Gordon now. Number 22. Rockville. Timeout, Rockville. 1:46 remaining in the game. 54-55. 1-point deficit for the Tiger Cubs. Rayleigh Amos and Shelby Earl both out of this game. So senior leader Hannah Wayman and alongside her sidekick Taylor Pruitt. Timeout, of course, from Greencastle. Bradley Key upset. He seems very upset tonight, but he also seems upset every game, so not really sure how to take by. But his team is down by 1, and there has been just a number of, you could say, bad calls, and you could say people forget to dribble on Thursday nights. It must just be a Thursday night thing. People just, oh, I got to dribble the ball. I forgot about that. Oops. And a number of traveling calls. And it is quiet here in McAnally Center as Lear will inbound the ball for Rockville into Lee. He takes the ball, spin move on Wayman. Wayman tries to get back on defense, has to switch off to Pruitt, off the backboard. And Taylor Pruitt with the ball, otherwise known as TP. Taylor drives. Charge on Pruitt. Charge on Pruitt, and that'll be 54-55.
And Taylor Pruitt gets her 4th foul. Better be careful now. That was also Greencastle's 10th foul.
Off the hands of Rockville, Greencastle ball. 1-point deficit. Basil finds Covert. Covert back to Basil. Wayman now. 1:25 remaining in the game. Tiger Cubs trail by 1. Pruitt down low with the jumper. Off the mark. Linehan on the rebound. Jump ball. That'll be Rockville ball.
And Greencastle went back to full court press. And they...
Covert on the steal.
Oh,
Timeout, Rockville.
just avoided another travel.
1:11 remaining in the game. Tiger Cubs still trail by 1. And the boys' swim team seems to have arrived back in town. The boys are back in town. And we are working on getting an interview with one of the swimmers. We're going to try to get sophomore swimmer Elliot Dunbar up here for a quick interview. And here we go, back in. 1:11 to go. Rockville finds Snodgrass. Snodgrass closely defended by Basil. Snodgrass over to Lear. Stolen by Wayman. Wayman fouled. And she is in the bonus, and that'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity. Oh, yes, 1-and-1 opportunity. And Wayman, who has been red hot at the free throw line. And hits the second. 55. Tied ball game.
And the ball is
2-on-1
saved.
for Rockville. Stolen by Linehan. Linehan with
steal.
the pick. Timeout, Greencastle. 55.8 seconds remaining in the game. Score is 55-55. Score 55-55.
With 55 seconds left.
Where I go, the more I see, the less I know. See, we're singing, there's music playing. It's a happy time here in McAnally Center. As we are tied 55-55 with 55.8 seconds to go. We get ready to take the court. Wayman will inbound to Basil. Nope, never. She'll inbound to Taylor Pruitt. Pruitt now slowly taking the ball down the court. They're going to try to hold for the last shot. She takes it across the court. Finds Linehan. Linehan, jumper, off the mark. Into Rockville hands, full court press. Nearly picked by Greencastle. Jump ball. Jump ball. Right. Jump ball at Greencastle. 55. Timeout, Greencastle. 30-second timeout for Greencastle. 31 seconds now remaining in the game. Score is tied at 55. This might be like IU Kentucky. And on the inbounds, Covert finds Basil. Basil now playing around. Oh, picked off the fingertips of Greencastle.
Now, I don't know if I agree with that.
I'm not sure I do either. That looked
like Rockville tipped it out.
But you know, something that the Rockville crowd needs to understand is that the officials are on the court, and they can actually see it.
Yeah.
But I think everyone needs to understand that. And we have Elliot Dunbar joining us now, coming back from the swim meet at North Putnam. He will give us an interview after the game. But now back at the line is Rockville with a chance to take the lead with 15.8 seconds remaining. And Lee, number 10 of Rockville, at the line. First one is up and good. 56-55, 1 point lead. And this is setting up to be a great one. Second one is off the mark. .8 seconds to go. Tiger Cubs trail by 1. Taylor Pruitt with the ball at half court. She drives. Fouled with 2 shots. Taylor Pruitt with the chance for the potential win. 55-56, a 1 point deficit. Pruitt's first free throw is up and good. Game is tied now at 56.
This is why they do those free throw practices.
That's why if you miss a free throw, you run a suicide.
Yeah.
Second is good. Tiger Cubs now with a 1 point lead. 10.8 seconds to go. Rockville now takes the ball down court. Greencastle gets back on defense. Free throw is no good. Rebounded by Covert, swinging those elbows. That'll be a foul on Rockville. And since Greencastle's in the Greencastle's in the bonus, they will head to the line. And they'll be shooting 2.
That is Alexia Lear's 4th foul.
2.9 seconds left in the game. A 1 point lead for the Lady Tiger Cubs. First one is no good.
The rest of the Greencastle team is playing back.
This is almost identical to Kentucky and Indiana.
Yeah. 2.9 seconds.
Second one is aired.
Airballed it.
Rockville ball, 1 point deficit.
One final shot.
Miracle's up and no good. Greencastle takes the win, 57-56. And what has been a great game tonight between the Greencastle Lady Tiger Cubs and the Rockville Lady Rocks. And here, right back from North Putnam, is Elliot Dunbar. Elliot, could you tell us how the night went? You got to switch your headset around there. It's kind of hard, I know.
Oh, hey guys.
There you go. Now, Elliot, how do you feel you did tonight?
I feel I did pretty stinking good in the 500.
Oh, you swim the 500.
Oh, yes. Almost drowned in the 100 back.
Oh, that's okay. I almost drowned in the. But you know what? You almost drowned. And
I almost drowned. I'm still alive. Greencastle, don't worry. Your Olympic athlete is still alive.
And how do you feel the team did tonight, Elliot?
I feel the team did pretty good, but we didn't get enough second and third places to hold out the night. So.
Well, with your first place finishes, you should be proud of yourself.
We'll get them at conference. You watch out, Cougars.
Thank you, Elliot, for your
Good
words,
talk.
and good luck. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you. Good luck with your FBI career.
Oh, thank you. And now, once again, this is brought to you by the Future Broadcasters Initiative Club of Greencastle High School and the banner graphic. We thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Nathan Eubank alongside
Nathan Gressick.
And we welcome you to tune back in Saturday night for varsity boys basketball. Until then, don't stop believing, Greencastle.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.